Hello guys, today we are going to discuss about how to ingest the logs from Linux to Splunk. Yesterday we see how to add the connections to the Linux to Splunk, but there is some logs that not directly ingest to the Splunk. Let's see what type of logs that is. Here you can see the system logs and authentication logs, secure logs, kernel logs, boot logs. These are the main logs, but these are the main logs does not directly ingest to the Splunk. We have to configure it. Let's see how to configure it. Here you can go through the file. Let's see how does this nano is used to edit the file. Okay, in here you can see there is a lot of files, but initially these files are not here. Let's click the list. Here you can see the deployment, inputs, output, readme, server. Initially if you are doing these things like configuration, you cannot able to see these three: deployment, input and output. You only able to see the readme file and server.configuration file. How to create these files? Let's create this as nano input.configuration. Let's click enter and you can able to see the file, but initially you are able to see the only empty file. Okay, add these strings like disable is equal to 0, source type is equal to Linux secure, index is equal to Linux logs, source, what type of source, var log auth. Before this you are able to configure the authentication, Linux and syslogs, but in the latest Linux system there you can see only the journal.ctl. like I will show you this. Just go to the var folder and log folder, click on list. In here you are able to see this journal, right? In this latest Linux system, the system logs, authentication logs and Linux secure logs are gathered by this journal. Okay, let's see how to extract these important logs from this folder. Okay, let's see what in this journal. Okay, let's click on list file. Here you can see some like hashed folder. Okay, let's see what is this name. Okay, what is in this file? Here you can see there is so many like journals, system.journal. Okay, how to extract these important logs from it? Here you can see this command. What type of command it is? Use journal.ctl for systemd based systems. journal.ctl-u SSH. After this you are able to see the log files such as this. Here you can see kernel logs, syslog and authentication logs, dpkg logs. Okay, these logs are not visible before you are execute this journal.ctl command. Okay, let's see how to configure the input configuration file. Okay, where is that? I think this. Click on list. Here you can see the inputs configuration. Let's edit it. Nano input. Here you can see the disable is equal to 0. Source type I give it as Linux underscore secure. Here index as Linux logs. Here what type of source I give? where logs authentication log. In previous you can see the logs authentication logs in this folder, so I give the source as this. Also syslog, and you can add more logs as you know. Here I added the boot logs, network logs. Okay, that's it. Before you are receiving the logs, you are able to, or you need to configure the what settings here. Okay, let's add the indexes. Without creating index here, you are not able to receive any logs from there. For example, here you can see the auth logs. Okay, what I named here, auth logs or Linux logs. Here index, here Linux logs. Okay, let's see what Linux logs is situated here or not. Yeah, here you can see Linux logs. Event count 287, earliest event 2 hours ago. I created the Linux logs before I am creating the rule here. Okay, if you both done, you are able to receive the logs. Okay, let's close this. Okay, let's add another terminal. Now how to add the password. Let's see how to add the output configuration file. Okay, go to this, and how to add the output configuration. Initially you can't see the output configuration, but you have to create this configuration file. Just click on nano and write output.configuration. Let's see output.configuration. In here you have able to see the TCP out. Default group is equal to default auto library group. Here the server is my machine IP address. What this IP address is? My Windows IP address. If you want to know the IP address, just go to the command prompt and type ipconfig. You are able to see the Wi-Fi and note down the IP address and write the IP address here. And what is 9997? It is a listening port. Okay, let's go back. Control X. Okay, let's check it out. And one more important thing is, initially if you type Splunk here, or if you type Splunk here in the web application, you are able to use the normal local address 127.0.0.1, but what address you gave here to listen? Your IP address, right? So you have to give your IP address here. Here you can see my IP address. This is my IP address. Then you only access the logs. Go to search and reporting. What is the index name I gave here? Index is equal to Linux logs. Okay, just click on search. Let's see what events. Here you can see the 314 events I configured yesterday to this date, today. This is the time, 12:28. You are able to see 12:28, right? Okay. Let's see it is working or not. For example, I will type the username and password wrong. Let's see it will trigger an alert or not. Although I did not any create alert, let's see how it was showing the logs there. Okay, let's activate the super user. Okay, it was directly receiving the password. Okay, let's do step by step. I will zoom out. I gave the wrong password here. Sorry, try again. Okay, let's try again this, and let's try again. Okay, 3 incorrect password attempts. Let's see here. Just refresh it and observe the logs there. Yeah, password checked for user. This is what means, this is what we get. Authentication failure, log names on. Right. Although we are successfully changed. Okay, what type of logs here? Okay, let's search it another time. I think it was showing the previous one. Yeah, that's right, it was showing the previous one. You have to search it again. So what time it is? 12:29:16 seconds. It was showing 3 incorrect password attempts. So we are finally success in able to get the logs from Linux to Splunk. There is so many videos out there that will confuse you, but this video can stand out. Here you can see the source tab as authentication logs. Source tab is Linux secure, host is Kali, and also you are able to see the forward management. Yeah, this is the forward management. Click on this. Let's see what type of information it was showing. Here you can see hostname is Kali. This is my IP address, not Kali Linux. This is my Windows IP address. Here is the status is okay. So it was successfully running on the background. So how to set up this? How to set up the forward management? It was very easy. So same as you know, go to the same folder, click on list, create the configuration file as nano deployment client.configuration. Let's click on tab. Initially it was not showing here, but you have to create it. To create it, use this command. Let's click on enter. Here you can see deployment client disable is called false. Okay, target URI. What is the target URI here? This is my IP address, you know, and this is the port address. To the forward management was use this port as a default like deployment client server. Okay, and again in some computers there is a like problems, like for firewall was working behind the computer, so it does not allow the port from one instance to another instance. Not only this port, 9997 also. Let's see how to troubleshoot it. Just click on Windows plus R symbol. Here you are able to see wf.msc. Just click on OK. Okay. Here you can see the inbound rules. Click on inbound rules. Click on new rule. Here you can select the port number. Click on next. Give the port number as 8089 and click on next. Okay, let's see 8089. Click on next. Here you can see allow the connection. Click on next. And domain private, select all these fields and next and confirm it. And also same as 9997 also. To confirm whether you are receiving the logs from this particular port number, you have to check this. Open your PowerShell Windows PowerShell, use this command net stat -n find str9997. Here you are able to see the listening, established time wait and established. If you are able to see the listening, you are succeeded. Okay, let's check out the deployment client configuration. What's the port number here? Net stat -an, give the pipeline findstr 8089, right? Okay, yeah, this is listening, like this is a success. This is an open port which is used to listen from the Linux to Splunk. So this is the video about how to configure the input and output and deployment configuration client. Also you can see the logs here, the failed attempts. This is the live logs. This is the for example, it is very important to get the live logs from the different instances. So this is a video about this. If you like this video, share and subscribe to my channel.